I mean, I don't know how to start this now. No more football.
Da-da-da-da. Football's
No more
over.
football. Dude, I saw one of those things. Have you seen that where they're like, stop talking when you get to a quarterback better than blah blah blah, you know? And it was like, so this one, I don't remember who the starting was. He didn't fucking matter, but the first name was Dak. And I'm like, yeah, Dak's better.
Oh man.
I
Oh,
got a
buddy.
fat head of Dak in my bedroom. That is, I like to keep a likeness of him in my boudoir.
That would be so fucking funny if you actually did.
Just just bring people over. I'm like, okay, so this is the bedroom, or as I like to call it, the Dak Shack.
This is where the magic happens at the Dak Shack.
And by magic, I mean we just talk about Dak in here. Just
Yeah.
sit down, just tell me how great you think he is. And they're like, I'm gonna leave. Like, oh, okay.
It's
See
like, hey,
ya.
you want to play catch, but then every throw you miss.
Why?
Because
Not Caleb
Dak
Williams. Ha
misses.
ha! Zing!
You tell me which one you'd rather have on your team, buddy.
Dak.
You're wrong.
Always.
You're lying.
No, because I
You're
don't know
lying.
I don't know anything about football. I just know I like Dak Prescott.
You already said it. You don't know anything about
Yeah,
football.
I don't know shit about football, but you know what I do know? Dak Prescott's pretty darn cool.
It's like, why don't you put all this energy into fucking Danny Jones?
I don't know who that is. Oh, Indiana Jones?
Yes,
Oh, okay. His name's not as good as Dak. Dak's the best fucking name in football.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is a great name, but that's not his real name. I just found out today his name's Danny.
Well, it's Daniel, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
come on. We're tossing around the old pigskin. You're Danny.
Oh man. Toss around that old hog skin.
Slapping around the old hog. It's my favorite pastime.
That's what you used to do with your dad all the time. Like,
All the
hey,
time.
Dad, let's pass around that old hog. He's like, call it the pigskin, son. Stop being weird.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
give me that old hog, Dad. Like, I'm not doing that if you're gonna call it that.
I should have hit you more. All right. So the Australian Open happened over this last week. The winner was world number one, Carlos Alcaraz, becomes the youngest player in history to complete the tennis career Grand Slam.
Nice. He
Yeah,
beat me by a couple of years.
he did. He did. 25
Oh, man. Oh shit.
or 22? 22 or 25. Either way, like crazy young.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
it's too old for me. That's too young for me. I almost said too old for me. That's too young for me. Freudian slip. So to change the subject,
yeah.
um, did you hear the newest rumor about your boy Giannis?
Dude, I'm
This is
so
just
exhausted.
I know, dude. I know how it is because like I we had that whole the Spurs had the whole Kawhi drama that one year, but I will say that the new front runner by Vegas, and Vegas sometimes knows shit. It's the Bears, the Bulls, not the Bears, the Chicago Bulls.
See, I heard Minnesota today.
Well, I mean, Minnesota, they're like trying to build something up, but like as far as just the fucking like odds on favorite right now, or I think they jumped up in odds or whatever, like a bunch out of nowhere, are the Bulls. And then another fun thing that I just thought it was funny. Didn't send it to you, but it was a picture. I think it was like I don't remember what sports website posted it, but they're like, what's is it the Dodgers, the LA team that the baseball team that's like oh just always gets the free agents. They're like they can't keep getting away with this. And it's Giannis in a Dodgers uniform.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I hope it's not Minnesota because that means we probably end up with Rudy Gobert, and it's just like,
No,
God.
dude, they're talking Julius Randle, which it's like Anthony Edwards, Giannis, and Rudy Gobert. That's something that just won't fucking work.
Hmm.
It's like, boy, where's the spacing there?
Yeah.
But I think like this is what I think. This is just my opinion. If the Bulls give you like Montes Buzelis plus a bunch of picks, I'm like, I wouldn't be upset with that if I was a Bucks fan. It's like get some young, actual young, good players plus picks. Yeah, because whatever. But I think part of me thinks it's gonna be the fucking Warriors. I read a thing today where the Bucks are like, yes, give us every pick you can, and we'll do it.
I mean, would it just be for picks or not getting any players?
Pretty much, it would be picks. Man, my face feels fucking weird. It'd be picks, Jimmy Butler's contract, and then they would probably add in Kuminga and Podziemski, and then you guys would have to give up like Thanasis and Kuzma.
I don't know. A part of me, dude, just wants it to like be done. Whatever happens, I just want it to be over so we
Yeah.
stop fucking hearing about it. I'm just
Yeah.
tired.
Yep. I just hope you get like a young, exciting player to like. You don't have to really be someone that you build around, but someone that's like, oh well, we're not going to be good, but at least this guy's fun to watch, you know? Because like that was the problem with the Spurs. It's like I love DeMar DeRozan, but it's like, oh yeah, Jakob Poeltl and DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard. Still pretty rough.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he's on the Kings because the Kings were like, we're gonna win now with DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, and fucking Zach LaVine, and Sabonis. Like, what are you
Yeah, but I mean,
winning?
like, that team's not that bad, though.
I mean, in 2K, but not in real life.
Yeah.
Like it's because again, it's still like DeMar doesn't shoot threes very much. Zach LaVine doesn't defend. Fucking DeMar doesn't really defend. Saboner doesn't defend. Russell Westbrook, he fucking goes so hard and he'll tries his damnedest, but he's not built really for defense anymore. And he can't shoot really. Like he can, every once in a while he'll hit something, but like he can't shoot. So it's like Zach LaVine can kind of shoot. That's it.
You're just a hater.
No, I mean I don't like Zach LaVine, but I like DeMar and I like Russell and the jury's out on Saboner, I'll be honest.
So speaking of players that were fun to watch, whatever happened to old DeJounte Murray?
Dude, he was on Atlanta Hawks. He got traded over there. Spurs fucking fleeced some guy, got like 5 picks for him, which I'm like, great, that's outrageous. And then the Atlanta Hawks traded him to the Pelicans. And he got to the Pelicans, fucking blew his ACL or I think it was his ACL. One of those leg muscles blew that, and he hasn't played with them since. And it was like they're trying to make their big three, DeJounte, Zion, and Brandon Ingram, never played together because one of them would always be injured. And yeah, so never panned out, sadly.
That's a shame because those three would be fun to watch.
It would be, and also like a group of just weird body boys, you know? Not a one of them looks normal.
Hmm. So he
So
he still hasn't come back from
he
that.
hasn't. I think sometime this year. It's gonna be sometime soon, probably. But it's too bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it would have worked well because it's like once he became the man in San Antonio, he didn't really like a lot of the stuff that like the stuff he learned early on with like, you know, facilitating other players and everything went out the window and he's just like, I'm just gonna be ball dominant as all hell. And he's not good enough to be that ball dominant. So like I don't think it would have worked with him and Zion and Brandon Ingram, but who knows?
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Okay, one last dumb trade that I saw, and I almost sent it to you because I thought it was really funny. The Thunder could trade Lou Dort, your favorite, and I think that big dumb white guy that they got, not Chet, the other dumb one, big dumb white guy they got. Alex, is it? I don't know. It's their center that plays, and he's like, yeah, the only team that we had trouble with in the playoffs was the Nuggets. It's like you only lost because Halliburton's Achilles couldn't hold up, but whatever. Or you only won because But I think like him, Lou Dort, and one other guy plus because they have like 1,000 picks, just like all of their picks you could do. I saw the list and it was like no joke about this long of just picks.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, you could do that, and they could get Giannis and add Giannis to that team. Get rid of fucking Lou Dort, and you could get Lou Dort because they don't want to. Apparently, they don't want to pay him anymore. That's like the thing going around because like since they paid J Will and Chet and SGA, it's like next year they're gonna be done.
Yeah. Well,
But they also have the Clippers pick, so like the Clippers might end up not making the playoffs and be in the lottery again. So who knows?
yeah. Well, the Thunder are still tearing it up,
Yeah,
adding Giannis. I don't think it would
yeah.
hurt him much.
Nope. Oh, and last thing, this is because the Clippers pick made me think of this. Did you hear about prescription P?
I saw a headline, but didn't really. He got suspended or something.
Yeah, apparently he was taking some type of pill that is supposed to help with like he said it's supposed to help with his mental health, and he didn't look and see if it was okay to take, and apparently it wasn't. He got popped for it. So now people are instead of like being pandemic P or playoff P or podcast P, he's now prescription P.
Man, how is he still doing it?
I don't know. I still think it's hilarious that the fucking Sixers paid him so much.
Yeah.
That was another trade that the Athletic NBA show was talking about with the Giannis one, which I'm like, again, if I was a Bucks fan, this would be the type of trade I would want, but if I was a GM, I wouldn't do it because like you're gonna suck. But it was the Sixers trade Paul George to the Bucks along with VJ Edgecombe and draft picks. But then the other route they could do, which I liked more, they send VJ Edgecombe to Portland, and then Portland sends back Scoot Henderson, someone else, and the Bucks picks that they already have. So then the Bucks will get those back, and then they also could be like maybe Scoot's gonna be good because everyone thought he was gonna be good, but then like he hasn't really amounted to much. But that could have been Chauncey Billups' fault with his coaching just not working. But is
Yeah,
Doc
Doc will
Rivers?
be the
Yeah,
good the
his
one to
Doc
bring
is
it
gonna
up.
really unlock Scoot. But
Imagine he does. Maybe that's his coaching
yeah.
destiny.
So, but like that's one of those ones where like again, if I was a fan and I knew Giannis was gonna be gone, I'd be like, I would like that because I get my picks back and because we're gonna be trash. Because it's like I don't think Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma are gonna lead us to the promised land.
Rollins.
Oh, and Miles Turner. I heard a Turner rumor that they're gonna try like if they get rid of Giannis, there's a good chance they'll send him to Boston, and the Boston fans like, yeah, it's gonna be so good. I'm like, guys, it's not gonna be so good. You're gonna hate him because he can't rebound.
Yeah, what has he done? What's he done since moving?
I mean, he had a game. I think he had 33 points. That was another thing I saw on Twitter where someone's like, because like I follow like different Indiana Pacer fans, and they're like fucking Miles Turner haters now, and they're like, I guess Turner reposted his stats for a game that they fucking lost. He had 33 points and like 4 rebounds, but 33 points, and so he just put the 33 points. And he cropped out the 4 rebounds, and someone was like, I like to think Giannis saw Miles bragging about them losing, just his stat line after them losing. It was like, this is the final fucking straw.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's like, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, hate to say I knew it, but I knew that it was like, it wasn't going to work. I still wish the Pacers would have paid him because, like, just show fucking loyalty to your guys. But, I get why they didn't, especially when he's playing like this, because it would have been a rough fucking year for him this year without Tyrese.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, instead, it's been a rough fucking year for both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if we could take back any of our picks, it would have been the Bucks and then also the Pacers for me.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. I need an opener still.
Oh, I don't know, man. You could be so hey, we could do this. That's the wear my chili dog shirt. It could be John the John Cougar Mellencamp and my chili dogs.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Worlds podcast. I believe, Casey, our 300th episode, by the
Oh
way.
shit, we should have had guests and
I know.
cake and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we
cake as a guest. The
okay.
band,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm with you. I
Yeah.
know. Anyway, it's the John Cougar Mellencamp to my chili dogs. It's Casey.
What's up, man?
Not much. We're talking basketball. I'm thinking about slurping down some dogs.
Dude, I just like me and Nick always make jokes about that on the sucking on chili dogs. I'm like, do you think he just comes back up like, yeah, chili me up? I cleaned this one up.
Oh, it's so gross. I follow one of those like I'm sure you've seen it. It's like Death by Toys. It's an account that just makes fake action figures and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that.
haven't. That sounds pretty cool though.
I'll have to send you some, but he made one that's like it's just called like sucking down a chili dog, the action figure. It's
Nice.
great.
Dude, we need to go to the I don't know if it's still the Sonic pop-up is still a thing, but we need to go there and then be asked to leave after we're sucking on chili dogs all day.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was like the 1st of January, so I'm not sure
Yeah, I
how long
don't
they were doing that.
yeah.
But
Guys, let us
all
know down
right.
below. You want to see us suck on some chili dogs?
If this video gets 10 likes, we'll suck down some chili
If
dogs.
it gets 25 though, exactly 25, we'll Lady and the Tramp a chili dog together, sucking it on though. Sucking the whole thing off, you know?
Dressed as Sonic and Knuckles.
There we go. Or Sonic and
Anyway,
Amy.
or Sonic and Amy.
I mean, we both show up dressed as Amy. Like, one of us has got to change.
All right, man. How about some news?
Yeah, let's do it. There wasn't much news, man.
No, not at all. You go first.
Like, actually,
You got a juicy bit there.
I'm gonna actually talk about Kickstarter that I screenshotted a thing about because
Go
I
for it.
so coming soon to Kickstarter is the Objectivist original graphic novel, a brutal vigilante noir from Piers, along with Alex Diotto and Luca Casluinga. Like this is a bunch of terrible names for having a numb mouth. This is terrible. The campaign will officially kick off
Yeah,
on
it would have
March.
been way better if your mouth wasn't numb.
Not way better, but like a little bit. Um, the campaign will officially kick off on March 17th. The project is set to feature covers from Eisner award-winning artist Jay Lee. I've seen the covers he put like this is how I saw them was because of Instagram. They look pretty sweet. Described as a boundary-breaking outlaw graphic novel, The Objectivist is set to deconstruct superhero adoration, vigilantism, and terrifying rise of subjective truth all through the story of one isolated vigilante. As he mounts a one-man war against corruption, his grip on sanity unravels, and his journey soon spirals into moral freefall when the foundations of truth that fuel his blood-splattered crusade starts to crumble. The resulting narrative sucker punch weaves thematic and visual threads ranging from noir hallmarks like The Question, Sin City, and Batman Year One to Steve Ditko's Mr. A. So I'm interested. I'll probably check it out. Don't know if anyone else would be, but yeah, they kind of had me at the J Lee covers anyway,
Mm,
and that also sounds all the way in my alley. So
yeah, I mean, all that stuff that they listed there at the end, it's like if it actually is like that, it'll be
yeah,
killer.
yeah. I mean, it could be like how we'll go to cons and people will like try to hawk their books to us, like this is like the best things you love. Why don't you give it a try? I'm like, dude, there's a fucking monkey in a tuxedo. I mean, I'm sold, but like that, how is that anything like Watchmen?
Monkeys. Yeah.
And then the other bit of news that I have, this is like it sounds exciting as I type it out, but at the same time there's like nothing to it. Basically, Mark Waid is being asked about the Absolute Universe. He's like he kind of had the same opinion that I do of the Absolute Universe, where he's like, I think it's interesting, but I'm really invested in these characters for like 60 years. I think that's how he said. I don't know how old he is, but and so I've been investing in these characters for 60 years, so trying to do something that's this like absolute universe stuff I just couldn't do. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking get that. But then he's like, but I do have an idea for an absolute dead man that I would actually really like to do. He's like, I think Dead Man's a really interesting character, and we will see more of him this year done by me in some capacity, whether it's absolute or just normal Dead Man.
Hmm.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I'm curious what that is. Probably just some story arc in
Justice League.
Justice League or World's Finest.
Yeah.
All right. So we lost another comics legend this week. We lost Sal Buscema. Um, he literally worked on so much stuff. He did a 10-year run as the artist for Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
He did an 8-year run on Spectacular Spider-Man. Uh, his brother was John Buscema, who like died back in the 90s, I think. But both of them like were pencils or pencilers and inkers. They worked on a lot of the same stuff, but I mean, Captain America, the Defenders, Marvel Team Up, Rom Space Knight, Spider-Man, Thor, Hulk, like it keeps going. You look at
Yeah.
what he's worked on, it's pretty much everything. So it's a big shame. Rest in peace to Mr. Buscema. He and his brother uh, did my favorite comic cover of all time, which I've talked about on here before, but it's Silver Surfer #4, where Surfer is flying down at Thor on the Rainbow Bridge. It's so fucking good. Those guys just knew how to draw like you could feel like when Surfer's flying down at Hulk, you can feel when that impact is gonna happen. And they
Yeah.
were really good at that from the fucking whatever that, 60s, 70s, whatever, through their career.
Yep.
All right. And then moving along, I guess some people were being shitty, Casey, if that comes to
What?
any shock. So, as you know, when DC does a variant cover, you get the cardstock cover and then you open up the book and the A cover's there, right?
Hmm.
People were buying up copies of the 10th printing of Absolute Batman #1, tearing off that cover and then sending it in to CGC to try and pass it off as a first print because the inside cover has the barcode. Now, I really like the DC includes the A cover on the inside.
Yeah.
I hope that this doesn't mean that they're going to stop doing that. Maybe just take the barcode off of that inside cover. But it's like, man, you guys will fucking ruin anything.
Yep.
And that, like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm such a good person or whatever, but it's like that thought would never cross my mind. Like, I should tear off this cover and sell it as a first print. I would
I mean,
never have thought of that.
what am I gonna do with all these 10th printings of Absolute Batman now, though? I bought like 30 of them this week.
Oh, hopefully, you lose your ass on them, is what I hope. So, anyway, I heard that and had to share it because I was kind of appalled.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, but not surprising.
Yeah. And then my last bit of news, something I'm really excited about. I love the author Brandon Sanderson. He wrote uh, all of his books in his universe is called the Cosmere, and there's a series called Mistborn, and there's a series called the Stormlight Archives. I've not read all of Mistborn, but I've read all of the Stormlight Archives. And uh, for years, Brandon has turned down so many offers for adaptations of his work to TV and movies. And this week, he signed a deal with Apple TV to bring both of those universes to Apple TV for film and television. And he's going to serve as writer, producer, and consultant with complete total control over anything that happens.
Nice, dude. That's pretty exciting.
I can't fucking wait.
I'm gonna have to. I'll probably have to check out because I have Apple TV and for the most part, I enjoy it. So
Well, I hope that I mean obviously we're going to be years out, but I hope
yeah,
whenever we finally get it that it's as killer as those books are.
yeah.
So, pretty exciting. And I found out that he actually has like the world record for um crowdfunding
Oh, nice.
earnings because
Yeah.
like he does a lot of like special edition hardcovers that are, hundreds of dollars and they're very authentic and nice.
Yeah,
And he's sold like over 50 million books, has like 100 million on crowdfunding sites,
yeah.
just like crazy money.
And you know what's crazy too, though? This is how we announce our crowdfunding for Two Worlds Podcast, the movie. We're gonna shatter his record, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Totally. But yeah, anyway, that's all. Just pretty fucking stoked for that.
Hell yeah. And also, guys, check out the Kickstarter at twoworldspodcast.com/Kickstarter.
That's definitely not going to be a broken link.
It's broken because so many people are going to it,
Yes, yes,
open up
that's
their wallets, wanting to give us money to make this movie.
what would that movie be?
Dude, who fucking knows? We haven't written it yet. We need the money first. We're not doing this shit for free.
I found out something cool. So I follow Jim Mahfood on Instagram. You familiar with Jim? He did he did like the old school Clerks comics for Kevin Smith back in the
Okay,
day. He does this book through Image called Girl Scouts. He's worked on a bunch of stuff over the years. He's actually from St. Louis. He used to buy comics from Steve
that's pretty
back in
awesome.
the day. Um, but he did, you remember the movie, oh my gosh, with like Dan Fogler about the Star Wars Ranch? Like their friend is dying and they
Oh
take
yeah,
him to
yeah,
Star Wars
fanboys.
Ranch. Fanboys, yeah. There's a scene where they pull out a map and there's like drawings over it, right? Of
Yeah.
the Star Wars characters. I guess Jim Mahfood did those drawings on that map.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he posted to his Instagram. He's like, here's a little throwback for that time I did the map on, Fanboys. I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit, that's super cool. That was a good movie.
So his name made me think of Star Wars, which made me think of a tweet. And I'm trying to find it really quick. So that's why I'm talking about it slowly. But do you remember when, I guess this was, I don't remember when it was, but in the Darth Vader comic, the fucking, I guess Darth Vader goes back to Tatooine and he kills, the fucking pod race, the dude that owned Anakin and when he was a slave, or didn't own him,
Watto?
but yeah, when he goes back and kills Watto. And there's like these tweets, and I'm trying to find it because it was so funny. It was just like basically it's like, yeah, my mom died when I was a kid, and for somehow I still got put through college. I didn't find out till years later that Guado did it without even wanting to thank you. Like it's just like these people like taught you at first people were shit talking, then people started like making up these bullshit stories about him being this great guy, but I'm not finding it now. Let's see if I can go.
Damn, that is pretty fucking funny though.
Yeah, oh, dude. I don't think I got her, but if I had thought about it, thought about it sooner, gosh darn it. What did you
No,
read this
that's
week,
okay. Yeah,
pal?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Other
So
than other than not the Twitter that I was just telling you about.
It's true. Superman 34, The Witcher Bloodstone number 1, Absolute Batman 16, Justice League Red number 6, Thundercats number 23, Sorcerer Supreme at number 2, and Absolute Wonder Woman 16.
No Hulk or Justice League Unlimited?
I didn't get enough Hulks, so I couldn't
Oh,
read
okay.
it. Um, which really fucking sucks because I love that
Yeah.
book. In Justice League, I didn't read the last two tie-in issues, and I looked at the cover of this one and I was like, I have no fucking clue what's happening. I'm not,
Well,
I'm
you had read the last because we were talking about the last Justice League, this one where they're all like the fake Justice League guys are all there and they're going through hell or whatever. You had read that because we talked about it.
Yeah,
And
well, I did not remember it and I
okay,
skipped it.
it's you didn't miss much. We'll get to it. But I read G.I. Joe, so we have another one of our new segments coming up. And then Flash, issue 29, Iron Man, issue 1, Green Lantern, 31, Justice League Unlimited, issue 15, The Infernal Hulk, issue 3, and Superman 34.
Here's a question. Have you continually read Flash?
No, so
Because he's Sam, or not Sam Humphries. Sam Humphries? No, who was
Cy
writing it?
Spurrier.
Cy Spurrier isn't doing this one, right?
No, it's Mark Waid. So I found out Mark Waid took it over after him, so I've been trying to get back into it after that.
Like permanently is taking it over?
As far as I know, because he's been doing like he was
Exciting.
doing it before I got back to it. So
Mm,
I just found out that he was doing it. I'm like, yeah, gotta get back into Flash.
cool. I may have had one more, maybe.
Let's say you do.
Okay. Absolute, I almost called it Absolute Zatanna.
Ooh,
Absolute Wonder Woman, number 16. Zatanna's on the cover. Um, it was so good. I really like this book. It was, oh, sorry, it was by Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman, as always. But I won't get into it too much because, like, either you know the events of this book or you don't. But uh, it's the first appearance of the Absolute Suicide Squad
oh, nice.
because they show up at this museum event that Diana's at to take her down. And so it's Zatanna's the leader, and then there's Cheetah, Giganta, and two other characters from this series. So that was pretty cool. And they kind of show up at the very end, but essentially, like a few issues back in Zatanna's first appearance, she like binded her magic to Diana's. And in this issue, she like cut Diana off from her magic, and that's when the squad shows up to fight her. So I'm pretty interested in how that fight's going to go. Like clearly she's still strong and really good at fighting, but no magic versus a fully magical Zatanna is probably going to be pretty tough. So we'll see
Yeah,
how that goes. But it was awesome. I liked it a lot. It's a 10 out of 10 in my pick of the week.
nice. So next up, it's G.I. Joe issue 18 by Joshua Williamson and Marco Fodera on the art, and a new segment. Which one's the real G.I. Joe? Okay, so we have fastball, deep six, mainframe, torpedo. Now, if you guys are listening, let us know down below your guess. Take away, Jake.
Deep six.
No, deep
Damn
six. Actually, like I didn't get their pictures, but I'll pull up deep six. It was fastball.
it.
So
Man,
So this is the funny thing though, because I was like, I know there's a like I was just like, I'm just gonna guess Fastball is a fake G.I. Joe character, but I Googled it. So Deep Six had a big old armor thing. He had a ship and stuff. But so I Googled baseball G.I. Joe character because I knew there was a baseball character because my dad had that toy as a kid. But I was also like, I'm not who's gonna fucking play as a baseball G.I. Joe character? Like really? Like
a
so I
kid really
never
into baseball.
Play with a fucking baseball character, like actual baseball. Don't play with G.I. Joe's like, yeah, army guys and old Fred the baseball player. Like, get out of here. But the actual baseball player's name was, you want to take a guess? Because it's not fastball.
Shortstop.
I mean, that's better than this hardball.
How many times did they say, "Oh, he plays some hard ball"? You know what I
I,
mean?
I mean, I don't know because like I don't ever remember hardball in the cartoon. So like odds are he was some fucking like it's like just draw a fucking baseball character in the background. They just put him in the background and like they made up a backstory for him, made a toy of it. That's my guess, but yeah,
Shortstop's way better.
I agree. Let us know down below though. Is hardball better than shortstop? Should they have just named him fastball? Should have just called him fucking Kyle. Who knows? But back to G.I. Joe issue 18.
Yeah,
So this is oh, fuck, what's his name? I think it's Heavy Duty. Or no, it's Roadblock, not Heavy Duty. Heavy Duty is his like cousin.
you absolute buffoon.
I
How
know.
could you mix those up?
Roadblock is he's like working a food truck though. He's retired from the military and then fucking um oh what's his name? What the fucking twins, the little douchebag twins that are like, "Oh, if he gets hurt, I get hurt." And vice versa. It's like this is the worst power ever, guys. But they then are like, "Hey, we know the type of guy you are, and you got this food truck. We'll give you a lot of money if you basically become our mascot, so we can get people into our cult." And he's like, "I'm not doing that shit." And so they try to like scare him, but he's just a fucking big old jack dude that likes big guns. So he they show up, they start shooting the Crimson Guard starts shooting around. He just fucking flips their vehicle, gets mad at him, flips the vehicle over and then chases down the twins. But in the process, like at the same time, he stole their minigun that was on top of that thing he flipped over. And so like the twins pull out their little Uzis, and then he, in classic Roadblock fashion, has a bigger gun and just starts gunning the, and they're like, that's gonna weigh a ton, which is like, that's not good, because this is like in a civilian area, but who cares? It's cool looking. And so then he chases them off, and then at the end, Cobra Commander finds out Destro tried to betray him. It's cool. It's fun. This is kind of like a filler issue. It's kind of like the B team, where the A team is like the main story. This is like the side one that they're doing other things. So I'm curious how it's going, but at the same time, I wanted to know what was going on between Skidmark and Duke, because that kind of ended big last time. We didn't get any of that. So I'm still into it, but I didn't love it. So I'm probably at like a 8.5, 8.8. Let's go 8.8. We don't ever do that.
The worst issue of G.I. Joe still sitting at an 8.8.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, the G.I. Joe's been so much fun. Like, I think you would enjoy it. You wouldn't enjoy it probably as much as me, because you're sitting there going like, fucking skid mark and fucking fastball, torpedo, deep six. No, thank you.
Shortstop and compressor?
Mainframe and fucking TikTok. Like, no, this time they're just doing TikTok dances. How am I supposed to know? All these names are stupid.
Oh gosh. All right. Sorcerer Supreme #2 by Steve Orlando and Bernard Chang. It's pretty neat. It's just a big old magic fight between Wanda and Agatha Harkness. Uh, Wong hops in for a bit of a fight too, because Agatha's being a real bitch.
That
And
sound like her.
and then next, it's just gonna continue because Agatha, after their fight, shows up to the Sanctum Sanctorum and is trying to like burn it down. So, but then at the back, uh, it says that old Mommy Pryor is gonna show up. So,
Oof,
can't
gotta be
wait.
happy about that.
Yeah, I am. But it's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Nice. You've really I'm actually not really, but you've kind of turned your opinion on Steve Orlando these over the years. You used to be like, "No, thank you, Mr. Orlando." And now you're like, "Hey, Steve Orlando Bloom, how you doing?"
Oh, I think it's mostly just he's written some things that I'm mildly interested in now.
Yeah. And yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad.
All right. So Flash, issue 29 by Mark Waid and Christopher Cantwell. Um, yeah, so this is more like the Flash in the past, dealing with the evil Legion and fighting them, and Max Mercury's there and Bart's there, and there's some stuff with the Speed Force. It's okay. I mean, it's better than okay. It's good. I'm into it. I don't love it, but I'm into it. So yeah, probably like a 7, I'd say.
Wish it were higher.
Wish it were higher. I know you can do better, Mark.
All right, Thundercats 23 by Declan Shalvey and Drew Moss. Panthro like goes up into space to check out this abandoned space station, and it's just like the Silverhawks base. They don't come out and say it, but they're like showing us like a set of Silverhawk armor, and like you see one of their ships and stuff like that. And so Panthro tells Lino he's going to stay up there and kind of play Overwatch for the team, and try to learn about whoever was on the space station before they left. And uh, yeah, then Lino at the very end finally gets to open up like this locked book that's been sitting in his armory or whatever this whole time. And whenever he opens it up, you hear "Hello, Lino," but it's like a silver speech bubble. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's probably something Silverhawks related to. It's all building up to Thunderhawks or Silver Cats, whatever they're gonna call it. But it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not
Uh
gonna lie. Thunder, Thundercat, or wait, Thunderhawks is a pretty darn good band name. Silvercats, not that good.
I don't know. If Silver Cats were like an all ladies band, I think it'd work, like
In like the
Josie.
70s.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like you're like, dude, listen to these Silvercats right now. I'm like, I guess I will because I'm a good friend, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, but then if you hear them and like them, you're like, yeah, all right, I'm on board with Silver Cats.
Or I'll be like, what the fuck is Jake smoking?
So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna give it an 8. It honestly does get me kind of hyped for the crossover, even though I
So
don't know shit about Silverhawks.
you can watch some Silverhawks before then, so you can,
I
get the
don't know.
old
See,
brain going.
I'm kind of afraid to, because as much as we love these 80s cartoons that we already love, they can be kind of bad.
Yeah. No, no, like I know for a fact G.I. Joe's bad. Like if I showed you G.I. Joe,
Dude,
you'd be like, dude, your tism's showing. Stop it.
no, like I've seen a couple episodes, but man, if I were to like bring that up in front of my guys at the shop that just have a pull list for Joe stuff, I'd be crucified.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. All right, Iron Man, issue 1 by Joshua Williamson and Carmen Carnero on the art. I didn't know this when I got it, but $6 for this? It's a regular fucking size book. What are you doing, Marvel? Oh, you're making money. I got it. Um, so yeah, AIM is doing this thing where they're trying to reinvent Iron Man, it seems like, and they're getting smart people and they fucking kill him because they can't do what Iron Man does, and Tony's doing stuff, and we get, introductions to new characters. Art's pretty good. Story's pretty solid. I liked it. I didn't love it. It is what it is. You get a thirst trap of old Iron Man. It's like Robert Downey Jr. could never. You're not looking. Look at the old thirst trap. I can't hear you, bud.
What about now?
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely a thirst trap.
Yeah. And then
So I was
there's a
having technical issues.
oh, I gotcha. And then Iron Man's having a meeting with Captain America at the end, and I don't like how Captain America's hair is. That's just some of those little things. But I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like,
look like him
no, it's just like Captain America's like 1 second away from starting up a fucking World War II themed emo band.
because tonight will be the
Exactly
night.
what I was thinking. So overall, it's fine. It's not worth 5.99, fucking at all. And yeah, it's perfectly fine. Well, it's a good start to a series. I'm probably gonna go 6.5 because it's getting docked for the fucking 5.99. Go to hell. The
Yeah.
art's fine, but like I don't like. I want to show you Tony because I don't like the way Tony's really. I mean, outside of the thirst trap, I'm not really a fan of the way Tony's drawn either. Because it's just like, dude, it's not the fucking 1970s. The Trying to get a good picture so you can see his haircut. You're like, he doesn't look like that. He shouldn't. What? Like I said, not the 1970s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah. It's just like they went to, pre-Demon in the Bottle. And they're like, ah, this is their my inspiration for his design in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I'll keep reading it for a while unless every issue is 5.99. I'll be like, sorry, Joshua, can't do this. And he'll be like, please call me Mr. Williamson.
I can't imagine that it'll stay that way.
No, me neither.
All right, Justice League Red number 6. It's by Saladin Ahmed and Clayton Henry. It was a little rushed. Basically, the team goes up against this Crimson Cloud that's taken over Red Tornado, and Red Canary, who has, she's got the power of the red or whatever. She kind of just does the whole when the Saiyans are charging up to turn Super Saiyan, she does that and then releases a bunch of red energy somehow and is able to stop Crimson Cloud. And in doing that, she loses her connection to the red, um, which she's kind of fine with. And then she's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going back to college and my work study job and blah blah blah. And then Power Girl shows up and she's like, come on, we're just getting started. And then it says the end question mark. So I was like, all right, guess that's done.
Yeah. I
So the one
don't
part I did like though, what?
I just don't get because like the red's animal, like is animal based. So how do you get red energy that you can try hard and shoot? I don't understand that at all.
Brother, I wish I could tell you.
Oh, okay.
They don't explain it.
I gotcha.
The one part I like, uh Tornado comes in, he's like, I know you guys aren't gonna forgive me, but I still have to apologize for everything that happened. And it's like that's why I intend to deactivate myself permanently and eliminate the potential threat of something happening again. And Simon's like, whoa, 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 deactivate. Uh, he's like, you have a life. You can't just like deactivate yourself so you don't mess it up. Like you have to spend the rest of your life fixing all the stuff that you screwed up. And Power Girl's like, yeah, some of it you won't be able to fix, but you know, you got to fix what you can. That's just what you're going through is being a person, which is what you want to be. So I kind of like that whole conversation of him realizing that all these feelings he has is just being human. So like there was definitely some good, but overall it's just like none of it really mattered that much unless there's something crazy that he continues with after this. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it like a 6, I think.
Now, I have a question, Red Tornado question. You might not know the answer because I don't know how much of this was like done after Young Justice. But I remember when Nick was reading Young Justice, he had a daughter that he adopted. Is there been any mention of her at all, like recently?
Well, I mean, wasn't she in One Star Squadron?
I don't remember. I
I
re
thought I thought he had a wife and a daughter in that series that he went home to a couple of
Oh,
times.
maybe he did. Was it that? I wonder if it's the same daughter.
Yeah, that I don't know, but
We'll have to do some Googling. Gene, get on it. All right, next up, it's Green Lantern issue 31. This is by J- Jeremy Adams and Montos on the art. Art's weird. I don't hate it, but it's also just it's odd. Like odd for a Green Lantern book. It'd be really good for like a question book, but like here's some
hmm,
like
okay.
it's not really bad, but I know it's just like I
It's
said,
not
just
Gian Domenico, that's for sure.
yeah. And so they're basically like Barry, I didn't start reading Mark Waid's soon enough. Barry doesn't have powers right now. I didn't know that. But Green Lantern went to talk to him because, he needed to talk to him anyway, but then also there's a distress thing where um, apparently the mob is trying to kill Barry because he's a star witness for a thing. And so Hal's helping, and there's some cool parts like Hal wraps him in a construct and lets him just basically like he's basically let him steer while he uses this, his speed to, his power to push him forward and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And basically, Hal's just kind of like he's not really trying to beat up these mobsters that are trying to kill him until after Barry gets away. Then he's like, oh yeah, here we go. And Barry kind of talks to him for a little bit, and the next one's going to be a date one. This was fine. This is probably the weakest of the three that, the Batman, the Green Arrow, and this one. Probably the weakest of the three, but still, like I said, fine. Probably like a 7.5.
Okay. Absolute Batman 16 by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta. There's there's like a little too much what's been happening in Absolute Batman for this to be part two of a two-part crossover.
Yeah,
Because like it starts off with Bruce taking some sandwiches into Harvey and the Penguin, who are in a hospital, and like they're mad at Bruce over something. And also Penguin is like really uh, what's the word I'm looking for?
ugly.
Yeah, just like misshapen and stuff, and I just don't know what's going on there.
I kind of know just from because I saw that thing online. Apparently, they're mad because Bane did that to them because of Batman.
Do they know
So
he's Batman?
that's the thing I don't know. I'm assuming they must, and that's why they're upset. But because like Bane attacked all of them, and like Edward, I guess Nigma's all fucked up, and all of his friends are, messed up now.
Right. Well, then anyway, he goes to the museum looking for like basically some cure to make his friends that have been turned into these half animal monstrosities, like to cure them. And he goes to the Gotham Museum of Natural History uh to look at like some of the Greek mythology stuff because of like centaurs and all the mythological creatures. He still has the little device Diana gave him that calls her to him through a portal. She shows up and she's like, yeah, there's one thing that can, you know, save your friends. We'll have to go to this another plane of existence and fight this giant centaur for it. So they do. And that part's fucking awesome. Like, art is so good. It's just the two of them teaming up to fight this big badass centaur on a bridge. The Pegasus shows up to help. And then like I'm not even going to say I mean, they did win. Ultimately, Wonder Woman takes down the Centaur, but Batman gets shot with one of his arrows. And so he wakes up, Diana's gone, and he's like, well, fuck, none of that worked. Like, we didn't get anything to help my friends. And she like leaves a note or something that says everything you need lies inside you. So he rips out the arrow and like the arrowhead is magical. And so then Batman takes the arrowhead and delivers it to Killer Croc. And he's like, Waylon, wear this around your necklace. Let it touch your skin. You are never alone, Bruce. And then it shows, Waylon picking it up in his hand and it says the end. So it's like that part was cool. Uh,
Yeah.
them teaming up and then maybe saving Killer Croc, but we'll see what happens next. It like this issue was definitely good enough that it kind of makes me want to give it another shot, that book, maybe pick it up and trade or something. Because man, the art during the fight scenes was just like
Yeah.
really dynamic. I was like, damn, this was pretty awesome. So,
Nice, man.
but yeah, I think I gotta go like a 9 on it. It was pretty killer.
Pick of the week?
No, that was Wonder Woman, but
Oh, sorry.
yeah, still good though.
All right. Justice League Unlimited, issue 15 by Mark Waid with Dan Mora and Sean Izaskis on the art. So we do get to see Jake's maybe new favorite character from the past, like new as in like they've been made in past, what, 5 years? Your old Hellfire puppy dog guy.
Hell yeah, looking cool as ever.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that Dan Mora's drawn it. Like, of course, it's gonna look cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, we get basically close to the finish of that story. It's pretty neat. More of these, you know, fake Justice Leaguers are getting killed left and right. Mr. Terrific's gonna make a deal with the devil. He tries to make a deal with the devil, all that stuff. It's perfectly fine. My main problem was like the main story felt it didn't feel as long, and then I was like still reading it. The book's over here, and we have an AEW tie-in for that fucking stupid AEW DC book, and then another DC KO preview. It's like this book that book came out, I think, the same week this came out or the week before. So it's not even like pertinent to the whole thing. So that's always really annoying. Um
I can't believe you're not hyped for DCX wrestling.
no, I'm not. Not at all. But yeah, so it's perfectly fine. There's a lot going on in this book, like a fucking lot. So that is one thing, but yeah, it's a fine book. I'm gonna go 7.
So who are these people on the back? The AEW people.
Um Okay, so pull it up and point at each. Oh, I'll point at each one since you can't. So that is Mercedes Monet. Used to be Sasha Banks.
Oh,
That's
I know the Sasha Banks name.
yeah. So she left and became Mercedes because Mercedes is her real name, but it's not Monet. But she's like, that's one of my new pro wrestling name. And then that's Hangman Adam Page. I have a Hangman Adam Page shirt. It's my anxious millennial cowboy shirt. That is Chris Statlander. She used to be an alien. Now she's just a muscle mommy. That's Darby Allen. He's like a guy that was at that works at Hot Topic. That's basically his whole thing. He paints his face and he falls down a lot. I don't really get it. People fucking love the dude though. And then that's Swerve Strickland, which you saw Swerve's one costume
I
that time.
did.
He goes,
He did John
"Whose
Stewart, right?
house?" Yeah, and they say Swerve's house. Yeah, he had a big feud with an old cowboy and Hangman on Page, and they I think Hangman burnt his house down, and it's like, ah, I'm gonna get you in the wrestling ring for that. It's like, call the cops.
Did they actually burn a house for it?
Yeah, the house was on fire. My bad.
Man, if if it were still McMahon, it would have been his actual house with him inside of it.
Yeah. Do you ever remember the? Do you ever hear about the time where he like faked his death on TV?
I don't think so.
Okay, so he's like, they did this thing. I don't remember what happened, but there was something like where he was just reacting weird, and so he's like walking to the back. They had all the wrestlers lined up. And he's just like kind of looking at them all, just kind of keeps walking, walks back to his car, and then it's like takes for fucking ever because apparently he gets in it and then they have the camera facing this one way. He then gets out the other door and crawls away, and they fucking blow up the limo. And they didn't warn the police, the local police or anything like that. So they got in trouble because the actual fire, people actually showed up. They're like, he's fucking dead. And they're like, no, this is wrestling, you idiots. So they had this big whole like fake Vince McMahon death. And then right after that, this is like the worst part about it. Right after that, Chris Benoit fucking murdered his family. And so then they're like, Vince is like, yeah, so I was supposed to be dead, but one of my guys is actually dead, so we're gonna have a tribute show to him. It was all a joke, guys. The me being dead, not them. He's actually dead. So they had this big tribute show for Chris Benoit, and then then they're like, we shouldn't have done the tribute show. It turns out he murdered his family.
Jesus Christ. Could that have gone any fucking worse?
Nope. It's like it's funny when you watch it because like there's some people that are like very upset and rightfully so. They knew Chris forever. They didn't know he was a fucking monster. But they're like, but then like William Regal, who was like lived kind of close to Chris Benoit, he was like he wouldn't say a nice word about Chris Benoit, the person. He's like he was a very skilled wrestler. That was it. And like
So
later
he
on,
knew all along that he was like
he
some kind of psycho.
well, because it's just like he's like, yeah, I heard stories that like they didn't have the best marriage, and when I found out that the three of the whole family was dead, I'm like, there might be something up. I don't want to say something and then get it, you know, brought back to me years later. So
Hmm.
he's just like, it's like he was a talented ring wrestler. It's like, okay, smart.
Oh gosh. All right. Anyway, The Witcher, Bloodstone, number one. It's by Daniel Friedman and Pius Bach on the art. So this is actually a different creative team than who's done the last five books or so. So I thought it was actually pretty awesome. Like art was really good and story I think had a really solid start. Um, Geralt just goes to this little village, buys some old dwarven mines, and people are disappearing in the mines, and they think a monster's doing it. And Geralt's like, I don't know if it's a monster doing it, to be honest with you. Um, and because he's being so weird about it, it makes me think that like monsters will be involved, but of course it's going to be the people that end up being the real monsters, not the
Yeah,
monsters. So,
like Scooby-Doo.
yep, exactly like Scooby-Doo. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we'll see what happens. But I liked it a lot. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
So if there's any artists listening, I'm just gonna pitch this idea. Me and Jake are writing a Scooby-Doo Witcher crossover.
Yeah.
So if there's an artist that wants to do that that's listening, let's work together. Because
Like
I'm
Geralt,
the Scooby-Doo
there's some crazy
expert,
magic going on.
and Jake knows his Witcher, so it'll be perfect. There's this fucking guy that keeps popping up on my Instagram, and I watch it every time, so I already know my algorithm's gonna show me him again. But he's just like, it's like this is my impression of, and you like say something, getting back shots from like something else. Like the first one I watched, it was a Thwomp from Mario and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh God, that is crazy.
If I see him again, I'm gonna send it to you. So fucking
Ah,
stupid.
something to look forward
Yep.
to,
And then hey, if you're an artist and you want to draw that for Jake, do it, please.
but for free.
Yes,
We're
100%.
not made of money.
Yeah. We're podcasters. We don't even have a Jamie. I just yell into the void and hope someone Googles for me. No one has yet.
It's true.
Really quick, dude. Your hat, is that just a Wilson like brand ball hat?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. So next up, it's the Infernal Hulk issue 3 by Philip Kennedy Johnson and find the other Kev Walker and Nick Klein on the art. It's good. We see how old Bruce and Betty. I didn't know that was gonna be Betty at first. When we saw her pop up last time, what they're doing, how they got out and everything, and the stuff they're dealing with. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but yeah, it's neat. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't want to tell too much because I know you're gonna read it. It's good. I enjoyed it. Probably go 9.
Fantastic. Can't wait to read it. I just have Superman.
Me too.
All right. Superman number 34. It's by Joshua Williamson with art by Eddie Barrows and Eber Ferreira. A lot happening in this book, man. What'd you think?
I was more annoyed than anything else. I'm just like, I know that they're gonna try to make Superman Prime a thing, and the next, as like the Superman replacement for a while. I'm like, boy, I hate it.
Hmm.
Just don't like him. But other than that, it was fine. What'd you think?
It was okay. I used to really like Eddie Barrows. Not so much loving it on this issue. Some of the
Yeah,
faces are just not doing it for me.
yeah, I know, I get that.
But story wise, it's fine. I'm not as annoyed by Prime as you are. I think the cyborg Superman stuff is interesting. And we'll see what happens.
Robot Superman, Cyborg Superman,
Oh
something
yeah.
completely different, my
Yeah.
guy.
I know. But they look so damn similar.
Oh, and there's one thing that did annoy me though, and I don't know if it and like because I haven't been reading. Oh, never mind. I'm just stupid. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry your head about it. Nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought this was a fine issue. Um, but yeah, it's the Superman Prime's is so fucking annoying. So yeah, I'm probably like another 7 for it. What'd you think?
Yeah, 7. That's where I'm at.
So what are you excited about though, man?
Um, oh, Magic and Colossus for sure. Um, we'll go Wolverine and Marion Heretic.
Okay. I'll marry a heretic one of these days. Who knows? I'm gonna go Godzilla, Godzilla Infinity War, and
Ninja Turtles Godzilla?
and let's do the trifecta. TMNT X is Godzilla. So Valentine's Day is coming up. You got plans? You want to do something? Just tossing this out there. Like you want to maybe hang out? Valentine's Day?
You caught me so off guard because I was waiting for the Fantastic Four. Oh gosh. Yeah,
There's just toss this out there. Like, you want to do something?
uh,
Valentine's Day?
well, I mean, maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
okay, cool. I'll write you in with a Sharpie.
Let's go pencil just to be safe.
I don't have any because I like permanent plans.
Ooh.
But Fantastic Four times since Valentine's Day is, you know, it's coming. It's like me on a first date. It's a coming. It- Tell me the worst possible couples in comics. You can make them up, or it can be actual canon ones. Whatever.
Um, yeah, the one that immediately comes to mind is Guy Gardner and Ice.
You're not shipping them.
And she, it just feels a little forced
Yeah.
because he's a piece of shit. And she's too good for him. And I don't
Well,
understand why people try to make it a thing. Um, I haven't read that much, but everything I've heard, I would like to say Peter Parker and Mary Jane. A
hmm.
lot of people just seem to not think Mary Jane's that great. So,
I mean, I think a lot of the Mary Jane hate comes from the Sam Raimi one, which we've talked about. It's kind of
well,
justified in that universe,
well,
respectfully.
yeah, that one for sure. But
And the current run, I guess, isn't doing her any favors.
yeah, that's what I was kind of referring to.
Yeah.
So, um, let's see, who else is a bad couple? I don't know, man. Throw some out yourself.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Colossus and Kitty Pryde because when that first happened, Colossus was a full-grown fucking adult, And Kitty Pryde was a child. I think she was 16. And at first he's like, ah, Das Vidanya, I don't want none of that. And then he's like, maybe I do.
Oh, what a good Colossus impression.
Let us know down below. Can you do a better Colossus impression? If you so, do a video reply, please. Um, then I will say I'm gonna keep on trend. That alien girl that was a child that Hal Jordan hooked up with, because the writer was turns out is in jail now. Because then she made herself I'm blanking on the writer thing, but no, there was a whole Twitter thread about that where the guy got in trouble for doing stuff with a kid or just child porn, one or the other. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. There's even a line I remember reading online, like before I knew the context. He was like, "Hal, what are you doing? There's like takeout in your fridge older than her." So that's
That's
a terrible,
wild.
yeah, that's a terrible couple. And then another one, I think, Wolverine and anybody that's not fucking ancient. That's always weird. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna get rid of that. I think if this, I don't know this for sure, but I remember seeing like early on pictures from X-Men stuff where it was Professor X had like a weird crush on Jean Grey. I don't know if that's real because I've only seen it online. I've not read it, but if that is a thing, no thank you at all. But
Yeah,
my number one worst couple, Deathstroke the Terminator and Terra. Boy, Marv Wolfman, what were you thinking?
oh gosh.
They're like, wow, we gotta make at least with him and like the Hal Jordan one. They're like, Marv was like, yeah, we have to show that he's a bad guy. It's like there's other ways.
Yeah, you didn't have to go to the worst
Yeah,
guy. God, yeah, I have no others to contribute.
I mean, just make some up. Be like, I think Superman and Lobo is a terrible couple.
Yeah, and maybe like the Blob and Beast Boy.
That would be a terrible. They're not even in the same universe.
Exactly, it wouldn't work out.
Oh man, guys, write us a Blob Star-Crossed Lover Beast Boy story of them like meeting once in a crossover event, but they can never see each other again, and they just stare at the stars and long for each other. Me and Jake will read it on the podcast.
Well, Casey will read it on the
Me
podcast.
and Jake. You get to decide who gets to be Blob and who gets to be Beast Boy.
Oh my gosh.
Let us know down below, though, guys, the worst couples that you can think of, the worst ships that you've seen too. Like if someone's just being like, "Oh, I think this is a good ship," and they have a dumb name for it, let us know. It's always fun to make fun of people that put way too much fucking love into shipping characters. Like, what are you doing? Grow
True.
up.
It's
And
true.
everything else I've said, just let us know down below.
For sure. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. We've been doing this a real long time, so if you're still hanging out with us, we appreciate you.
Hell
And
yeah.
we'll be back next week. We'd love to stay in chat, but Casey's got to suck me down. So we'll catch you next time.
I
Bye.
guess.
Thank you for listening to the Two Worlds Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Worlds Pod, on Twitter at two_worlds_PC, and on Facebook at facebook.com/twoworldspodcast. You can email us with any questions or comments at twoworldspodcast@gmail.com, and if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Two Worlds Podcast on YouTube.